Hey guys, welcome back. You might recognize this spot. This is where we built our first base. I actually decided, should come as no surprise, to dismantle it. First of all, the bubbles were driving me up the wall. And second of all, I normally don't settle on a paradise planet because I like to grow some hair on my chest. Usually I settle on a radiated planet. It's way more exciting. We dismantled the whole structure. Teleport is gone. All we need to do is officially delete the base. And you can do that with your base computer. And then you simply do delete. And it will basically give that piece of land, property, back to the universe. So we have no longer a claim on that. Alright, so I put a base computer down on that irradiated planet that you saw in the previous episode with all those hills and mountains. I was actually able to find a nice flat, well, relatively flat piece of land there that we can use for our base. So put the base computer down, claim that property, that spot. But before we go over there, first we go to the anomaly, their base, because we can actually pick up some really good stuff that can help us with the base building. I would advise not to research too much. Don't use too many nanites and salvaged technology to research, because the moment you start building your base, you actually get a couple of helpers that will help you with your research, and that will save you a lot of resources. We're being scanned again. So I can stop this because we have to summon the anomaly here. Yeah. I'll see you guys inside. Okay, so before we research, we are gonna go visit Helios. And the other NPC here that gives us, they give us nanites for whatever we explored and the information data that we have for them. Get really excited about that, so let's see what he's asking for this time. He wants data on planets, so I'm not sure how much we have for him. 15 nanites. That's exciting. Oh, that's better. I also noticed that this NPC is usually asking for different items, and we actually have a salvage data. We have a couple of on us, so we can give him one. So we got some more. Okay. Alright, so what we want to research here is going to be very limited, because we got this already. I usually get the square room and something to connect the structure. We have the door. Ramp is cute, but it's not really necessary. Landing pad is very handy. And the alternative landing pad, which is great because then actually alien ships might visit you and land your location. That opens up trading, of course, for you. And you can also possibly buy a new ship that way. So it's very cool. What else do we need? I don't care about the decorative design modules right now. That will come later. We want solar panels. And we want a battery. And that brings me down to 10. We'll get that. We already know the storage unit, so that helps. I'm not seeing the item. Go through it again. Might have clicked over it, of course. Let's put it here. Ah. this. Okay. So small paving. You have to do a foundation, small paving, and then paving. I picked this up because you can flatten the land, as you've seen in one of the previous episodes with that gun that we have. You can flatten the land and then build structures, but it's kind of a little bit of a hassle because some of the structures they will still build a little bit deeper into the soil, and it's for somebody who's OCD like me, or at least partly OCD, it's just very annoying. It's a nuisance. So what I tend to do is I tend to pave the place up, then I build on top of the paving, and everything looks great that way. I care about the exosuit right now. Starship. Yes. I'm actually not sure if I've shown this in a previous episode, but all you can do here. Okay, so one thing that I usually pick up is the launch system recharger. Because that launch system, you constantly have to refill it. And you can research this one that makes it a little bit more efficient. So you can launch one more time, or maybe two more times, with the same kind of energy than before. And then the follow-up to that is a launch system that will automatically slowly recharge itself. Because it doesn't go super fast, but often enough, it's enough to, it goes fast enough to keep you going. It's a lot of nanites though. That's usually what I pick up here. I don't pick up anything else here, as far as I remember. It's not as if we have a lot of nanites either way. Later on, you can research these weapons. Yeah, that's not super important right now. Because in a sense, we're still only beginning in the game, so exit craft. Alright. So that's what I pick up here. Let's jump over here. Because yeah, normally I would teleport to my base, but I have nothing there yet. Alright. We're going to be approaching our location where we're going to build our colony. Of course, the name has to be changed. But it's a nice area, I think. It's relatively flat, and we can flatten it a little bit more. Landing too far away here. Wow. It's a real beauty. Oh, well, did a pretty good job there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this probably in that direction. But first I'm going to... let's think here. Because what I usually do is I build a warehouse where I put all my storage in, and then I build the actual metallic structures. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to loot this all, or harvest, mine this all, and then I will flatten this, and it will probably be at this level, so I can already do a little bit. Let's get the flat thing out, so just do it from this level. So that's probably the level that we're going to be at. Then what I do is, I'm not sure if I have the resources on me. I do the paving. Put it like this. And I will cover the whole area. Well, for now. I'll cover the whole place with this paving. And I'll build my structures on top of it. So that's going to take a little while. So I will be right back, guys. Alright. So I made the area flat. Put all that beautiful paving on there. And I will construct my warehouse over here. So I'll be right back again. Alright guys, I made my little warehouse. Also made a portal and the battery, or the biofuel reactor. But let me show you what I did in the warehouse. Not much. You've seen it before. Put my storage thing there. Let me actually get some stuff in there. This one still. Okay. Instead of using a biofuel reactor, I was able to build... Oops, I'm gonna get up here. Yep. Solar panel. So that generates energy. It's connected to this battery, which is connected to the storage room. Storage container. This will slowly fill up because this storage room doesn't use enough electricity. I can actually see that, I think. Yeah, the solar panel provides 50 and we only use 5, so that battery is slowly going to fill up. It should be enough to keep it going during the night. But either way, it's not going to be a problem. If the battery dies, it's not as if you lose your whole inventory there, so there's nothing to worry about. So I made my teleport thing here. Then the next step is, let me double check to see where we're going to expand to. We're going to go that direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the metallic base. Let's first flatten this. Instead of skipping over that, I will do that real quick here. At least get that first part laid down. So, your pavement. Paving. Yeah, building in this game is very easy. Works really well. A lot of games, you know, they look really great, and then you start building, and it's like pretty shitty. Do we have enough materials for this? No, we need pure ferret. Okay. Is there anything big that I can mine here? Some of the big structures usually provide pure ferret, but I don't see any. Okay, let's go pick that up. Alright, that should be enough for the base structure. A little space in between. This looks nice. So, if we keep the portal here, the door here would be nice actually. Well, that works really well. Let's do a straight corridor. And if we have the materials, which we don't. Could have put another room there. We need one metal plating to make another solar panel, so that is pretty easy. Great thing about these metallic structures is if you put it on the roof, you don't have to connect it with wiring. It will automatically provide power to the whole structure. Do I have enough for a battery? Yeah. So what I usually do is... It actually did put the structure below... Didn't it? Double check. Doesn't look like it, but paving is visible inside. Huh. Strange. Okay. So the battery is now storing. That's interesting. Then, let's see what's next. Well, we do want to build our landing pad, so that is going to be... I don't think I have enough ferrets for that. No, ferrets for the metal plating. So I'll farm that up real quick and I'll be right back again. Okay, so I flattened this area. Put the paving down. Now we're going to try to put the landing pad down here. You click the V to make it... make sure it doesn't snap. Otherwise you can only move it around freely. I'll just put it here. It's not completely straight, but it will do. Just fit right on the edge. Kinda. So let's flatten this area up a little bit more. Then we use a little bit more paving. Now you click the V to make sure it snaps. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it's a little bit low. Landing pad itself, but doesn't matter much. Okay, so first now we're gonna put the airplane on there. Sorry, spaceship. Keep saying airplane. The big benefit of this is that you can easily land there. And on top of that, if you take off, you don't use any launch fuel, I should say. So you simply land like this. Perfect. Okay. So what else do we need to do? We already have this all inside. I was gonna make one of these things. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have enough pure ferret for that. I think I do. Okay. Anything else that we're gonna need right now? Need this. This. Need this for the building. Okay. Let's pick this back up. Oh. Yes. This phase you use a lot of resources. You're mining the whole time, but it's not a big deal because you can see the progress that you're making. It's really motivating, I should say. Well, we can build this later. The alternative landing pad is not really important right now. Part of the mission is to build construction terminal. So we're going to put that down so we can actually then hire an overseer. And that's going to be the first NPC/character that's going to help us with our base. It's really cool. So now it wants us to hire a base overseer. And you can find those usually in stations. They're not in all the space stations, so we have to be kind of lucky with that. Quest is selected. Overseer. He says that there is a potential overseer off-planet. Must be the space station. So we're just gonna teleport to the space station, see if he's there. This one. So yes, the previous base is completely gone. This is our new first base, or main base for now. Where's the icon? It's right on that side. In the lounge, of course. So we're gonna have a little chat with the fella. The overseer also is always a gag, by the way. He has been waiting, he has been searching for us for a long time. He says everything was paid. It was already paid in advance for helping me. Not sure what to think about all that. I think they're kind of full of it. So now we have an overseer, and he will be at our base as soon as we teleport back. There's really not much else to do right now here, so we'll just teleport back. So the overseer basically is going to give you missions, and if you complete the missions, then he will help you expand the base and provide you with more upgrades and blueprints, and you hire more and more people, all with their own specialty. It's really cool. So in order to house them all, you need to expand your base and mine for resources and... So he wants us to give him chromatic metal, and then he can help us construct a science terminal, and that will then allow us to hire a scientist, who will then also have missions for us and help us expand the base and the blueprints. Plus, I have to go to the base computer. Make sure I upload my base. See if we can take a nice picture of it somehow. Oh. Simple and sweet. Oh, should have renamed it. Because it's a radioactive planet, I was covered with mud. I had no inspiration. I'll upload that later. It's fine. Okay, so he wants chromatic metal. I think we already have that on us. Yeah, the overseer acts kind of strange. So we are kind of half paranoid and half trusting. And he keeps talking about the fact that somebody already paid him in advance, and we have no clue who he's talking about, of course. So, now he gives us the blueprint to make the science terminal. So now he wants us to clean up the universe a little bit. So we can then build storage containers. Well, the other ones, because we have one. There's a total of 9 or 10 of them. What does he want us to do again? He wants us... Let's see, check here. Okay, he wants us to go to a specific building, find a terminal, and that will allow us then to get the data that he needs to provide us with storage units. What I want to do first of all is expand the base a little bit. We need magnetized ferrite for that. So I have that. Okay, magnetized ferrite you actually get from refining pure ferrite. that we need for this. Need that one. And then we need the science thing. Alright, let's get that going. Keep walking to the right, I don't know why. I'll just put this guy here. Now, the science guy is always a Corvax alien. So usually you could find those in a Corvax system. But what I also would like to do is expand this a little bit. We'll just do 2 for now. I'm not sure if I have enough for a square room or no. I can always farm for that later. So he found this abandoned structures, and he wants us to go in there, get some data, so he can find. He can then produce those storage units. And if we take off now, we'll see that it doesn't take or require any launch fuel. That's really nice. All right, we arrived at the structure. It's abandoned. We'll just run in, check the terminal, get the data, and get out. Oh, nice. Gun. Let's see what it says. Yep, abandoned building, blah blah blah. We will analyze the schematics. We will trust the overseer. We got the data. We'll just leave again and go back to the base. Almost there. Sometimes the graphics are a little bit deceptive. The base is half buried. Sometimes you do actually need to kind of clean it up, but whatever. Now we talk to the overseer and he will give us the storage, or the blueprints to make them. There we go. Yes, and he's really insistent on us getting that scientist. And I'm actually going to leave that for next time. We'll hunt down a scientist, put him to work, and he will provide us with some more blueprints as well. And gradually we will then expand the base with more and more NPC helpers, all with their own specialty. And it's pretty fun, to be honest. So. But thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great day.